Hello, everyone's. Okay, so I'm on vacation, y'all. So I don't care how I look. Even though I still feel like a bitch look cute, okay? You know what I'm saying? You're messy, not at the top of your head, okay? You have like your flannel shirt on because you're like in the bag. Bitch, you still have on lashes, so you're cute. You know, like that's what I feel about it. But you know, I'm sure if somebody feels otherwise, they'll feel free to comment. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about my looks. We here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was bored. I was so bored. And that's why y'all getting this video so late. Because at first, I wasn't even going to do this video. Because I was bored. I was very bored. So I made some notes, y'all, and I printed them out old school. Okay, so we going to talk about these notes. Because I had to print out some of my letters for Bondi's Blues late nights. Which is going to happen sometime this week. Okay, anyway, so Todd is talking to Candy about how nothing is getting done around candy coated nights, okay? Or candy factory or wherever the fuck we at that start with candy, okay? And he feels like Don Juan is supposed to be managing everybody, but the stuff that they want to get done is not getting done. See, whole thing about it is Candy and Todd came up with this idea to start having these classes. I forgot what the fuck the classes were supposed to be for. But they wanted to have, writing, for music writing or something like that. When they have these classes at Candy's, little office to pay for some of their bills, to pay for Candy Factory and, utilities or whatever else. And I'm like, that's a good idea. But she was expecting Don Juan and the team, the crew, to, get this idea, to fruition, to make the shit realized. And here's my thing with Candy. Candy, baby, come on now. You hired your best friend. I don't know how the fuck you met Don Juan. Like, some of these people look like your baby cousins. Like, I just want you to keep in mind that if you don't give direction that, hey, you guys need to go and do this and I need this done by this time, that they're probably not going to do it, considering the fact that they do so much other shit for all your other businesses. You have numerous businesses and it looks like you have like 6 people on your team, if that much. So I feel like it's probably a lot of work to spread across the board anyway. But like y'all said, we here to get paid. So y'all supposed to be doing what fuck Candy expects of y'all, because she's paying you motherfuckers. And she needs to continue to pay you motherfuckers. So y'all need to continue to make it easy for her to make more money. And that's where we at with it. And that's how Todd feels, okay? So they go and sit down and they talk to everybody. So then Todd, he was just saying how he felt. Well, Don Juan feel like he not supposed to be at the meeting. Hey, Don Juan, but I'm going to have to call y'all, boo. You complete, they say, you can't say queened out. So what you want me to say? Like, nigga bitched up and, like, nigga start acting like a bitch right quick? Like, because that's what it was. Like, whatever it was an overreact. It was an emotional overreaction, which is stereotypically some bitch shit, okay? I'm sorry, but that's what we at in our society, okay? I'm sorry, I am only a mirror to the world, okay? Like, I'm just saying, y'all, all jokes aside, like, he kind of, it was unprofessional the way he reacted to it, because it was all personal, if you ask me. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, the shit sounded more personal than anything. Don Juan talks to Candy separately, and he tells her how he feels like all of her ideas, all of this shit that's coming up out of her mouth about him not doing what he's supposed to be doing is because of Todd. And before Todd, Candy had all of these accomplishments and she didn't need Todd, and it really was coming from a place of Don Juan feeling like Todd can't be included because he wasn't there from the beginning. And he your husband. So now he just gonna come in and be the boss and all this. Well, in normal corporations, no. A person's spouse will really have no say-so in their business matters. But in Candy shit, because she has asked him to come on because he's a producer and he does so many things that she also does, why not utilize your husband who have these certain talents to get shit done when it comes to, moving his money around? He's good at what he does. Obviously, he gets jobs. He has a good reputation for what he does, as far as I know. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but Hollywood Divas is a relatively good show for a reality show, first jumping out the gate. Okay, so I just kind of feel like Don Juan is hating. Like, it's coming, you hating, you coming too hard, and it's not even that serious. And when he went and talked to Todd had to like put him in check on some real shit, because Todd was like, look, you sitting up there telling Candy about You didn't like the fact that I had something to say, but I'm going to have something to say because she's my wife and I care about her and I want the best for her. And right now, you sitting up there playing the victim talking about what you can't do because these people can't do this shit without you. Well, you need to be making your team tighter so that when you want to go and do things for your mama and your family, you can go do that and hand the key over to Carmen or whoever else and say, here's what y'all got to do and go on about your business. Okay? You're supposed to be managing everybody else. So in order to make Candy's life easier and your life easier, why don't you just step your fucking game up and stop taking this shit so personal like that? And he was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. I am the boss. And, you know, I will do what I have to do. But, you know, making short jokes and shit like that, telling him I didn't pick you for Candy. Why would you pick him for Candy? Like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody in Candy's life where they feel like they get, like, they are so, you know, in there with her that they can just talk to her husband like that. And I really feel like partly this is because of the way she, you know, kind of handles him. They see that she don't really handle him like, you know, he always supposed to be included. So when you want to try to include him, you like, man, what the fuck? Like, when you got here? Like, but I mean, didn't it look like he had an office at the candy factory? So I guess why would he not be a part of the meetings, Down Wine? Like, you was just tripping out. I'm glad you came to your senses by the end of this episode, you know, this little conversation, not the episode, but the conversation. And, you know, saw what he was really saying, which is you need to be making your team tighter so you can make life easier for you and for Candy. It's, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you here to do a job. Fuck all of that emotional, personal shit that y'all be on. That's why you can't be friends with your employees, because they get too brand new and feel like you can't tell them when they fucking up because they done done all of this for you. Bitch, I'm paying you to do all of this for me. You're not doing this for free. Okay? Like, goddamn. Anyway, I'm just saying. So that's what happened with them. So then we got Claudia Joy. Okay, we finally got Claudia Joy on the show. She's running late for the Ricky Smiley show. She loves her job. I love her job. I would love to do that. I would be great at that. Anyway, Portia is there. And, you know, Claudia, after her radio thing, she goes to talk to Portia before her TV thing. And Portia is being shady. Like, the bitch is being shady, okay? Like, she not saying nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, and just, you know, I'm getting my makeup done. And it's like, bitch, I'm going to need for you to bring it down, okay? I'm going to need for you to bring it down a little bit. Because I feel like you really feeling yourself. You smelling yourself, Portia. And, baby, let me, like, remind you, you ditzy as fuck, okay? Like, so calm down with the whole, I got the right to be ignoring people's shit. I didn't like how she was acting with Claudia either. Claudia felt like that, okay? And, you know, she had to mention in the confessionals, Portia, how they got 2 different checks and she get paid, you know, more than her. Like, bitch, how you know how much she get paid? How you know you get paid more than her? Like, you ain't never did shit before, like, you know, even in this realm. So why would you get paid more than her just because you was on a reality show? Girl, shut the fuck up. That made me mad. I ain't like that. Just because you on a reality show, you deserve the right to be getting paid more than somebody that's been doing this type of thing for years? No, not here for that. So you boasting about that was a check down for me. Okay, bitch, a X. No. Okay, give those titties 2 thumbs down. Anyway, so Kenya, Claudia, and Cynthia meet up to shop. Okay, and they start talking about Portia, and Kenya makes this lame-ass horsehair joke, and I'm like, you know, bitch, we know that your hair is real and long, and that's great for you. Awesome. But I don't know if you know, nobody really cares, because bitches still be wearing weaves, okay? I have long hair. I still wear weaves. You know why? It's a protective style, and I have natural hair, okay? So, like, I don't understand why she always gotta... It's always got to be, I'm putting somebody down to make myself feel better. That's how I feel with her sometimes. And not sometimes, all the fucking time. The shade is just so stupid, though. Like, horsehair, bitch, it's not the 90s. Nobody wears horsehair anymore. It's always 100% Brazilian human. Okay, so, like, stop. Stop with the lame shit if you're going to be trying to make fun of people. Damn, where are your Judys, okay? Like, you and Cynthia need better Judys because y'all can't read, okay? Like, I know when you really want to get into your mode and you done wrote everything down for a reunion, you can read. But just in these little moments on the show, bitch, you're leaving me flat, okay? Anyway, y'all, my dog's outside barking at cats. Anyway, so Claudia and... wait, hold up. Claudia mentions that Portia started acting funny with her. Okay, yeah. So then her and Portia meet up. And they talk about her acting funny. And Portia says that, look, if I walk into a room and I don't speak to you, don't take it personal. And then she's like, you know, I'm not just like, oh my God, Claudia. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? But I just, you know, like, no. You playing pussy right now, Portia. Say what it is. Say what it really is. Say, I don't trust you because you friends with Kenya because I don't trust her. Okay, when Claudia asked her, like, what was the issue with her and Kenya, she's like, well, whatever happened with me and Kenya ain't got nothing to do with you, so you don't need to worry about the whoops, and the dots, and the what's. And I'm like, bitch, what are we talking about right now? What are you saying, Portia? What are you saying? Like, let it go, for God's sake. I feel like it was just so much shade in that moment. And I kind of like the fact that she didn't want to talk about what happened with her and Kenya to Claudia. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, stop acting like you so unbothered by the shit. Like, because you are. Like, I'm going to be real. Like, you are bothered. Even though you're trying to, because you're trying too hard to act unbothered, Portia. Like, that's why it's aggravating me. Like, you come there and sit there and talk to somebody and they trying to have a conversation with you and you fucking talking about the Tom Ford lotion you putting on and all of this shit. Like, I'm just saying, she was aggravating the piss out of me this episode, Portia. You really was, like, making me want to, like, give you one of them. Like, bitch, snap out of it with your retarded ass. Anyway, and Claudia was just basically saying the whole time that she doesn't want her to dislike her because of Kenya. And she wants them to give each other a fresh start on some real shit. And I'm like, I can understand why you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And you get cool points, Claudia. But don't be shady, bitch. Okay? Like, don't be shady where you sit up there and try to be cool with her. But then you're going to run back and tell her shit that she says about Kenya and all that type of stuff. Because I feel like a lot of the times that's where these types of situations be going. Okay? Anyway, so Candy, Portia, Phaedra, and Nene meet up at the spot. And Candy asked Portia about the Cynthia meetup. And Portia says that she was pressed, so she had to go and get her little Botox put in so her face wasn't even moving. And when they played the clip back, I was like, y'all shady as fuck, Bravo. Why y'all picked all the shots where her face really wasn't moving? Like, all that was moving was her lips, and she just had this look on her face like this. And it's moving my lips, but nothing else is going anywhere. But I'm, like, right here with it. It was just funny to me how they was trying to play Cynthia right quick with that shit. Because, bitch, she admitted, though, on Watch What Happens Live that she get her little Botox. And I'm not mad at that. Y'all on television, y'all got to put on makeup like drag queens. You know, y'all really feel like y'all have to look like y'all going to a fucking Hollywood premiere every time y'all in a scene. So, you know, do what you got to do, I guess. I don't get it because I feel like if you beautiful, people going to think you beautiful anyway. Like, I know all of these little young girls these days like to walk around with 10 pounds of makeup on and 4 or 5 bags of hair. And, you know, all of that. And don't get me wrong. I like to look cute. I get my lashes. I get my weave. Get my nails done. Whatever popping. You know, when I want to get a weave, I get a weave. But that's not what make me. I look good without it. I'm me without it. My face is fine without it. I will go out without it. So, you know, I want women to have that same thing. Like, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm back without it. It's just a, you know, a little razzle-dazzle for, you know, occasions. But it's not like all the time. Because they put too much on and then they make other people feel like they have to look like that. And it's like, bitch, you're not on television. Like, you got to... Come on now. Put it in the right frame of mind. You don't need to put all that fucking makeup on every day. For what? So go to that gym? Oh, all right. Because you got to look cute wherever. Anyway, so Nene says that she and Cynthia will never be friends again. But she wishes her no ill will. She don't wish no bad on her. So, her and Cynthia will never be friends again, bitch. And she also says that she wishes that Cynthia would, you know, be the sweet one that she was trying to act like she was before. And stop with all this stank shit because it don't look good on her. I agree, Nene. It doesn't look good on her. Nene says that she doesn't believe Apollo because she thinks Apollo just wanted to hurt Phaedra when he said he lied about what happened with him and Kenya. And I can see that. And I think that's the reason why he did it. But I also think he was lying. I'm sorry, Nene. But I do think he was lying about the shit. I never really believed it from the beginning, but at the same time, like I said so many other times before, that does not make Kenya not guilty because Kenya started it, if you ask me. She was flirting and trying to make it seem like that man wanted her from the beginning in order to piss Phaedra off. And, you know, like that's what she did. She always says she plays her mind games, and that's what she does. Phaedra feels like Kenya will remain at the bottom of her to-do list. Okay? And Candy feels like they just don't like her and they're not going to give her a chance. But she's going to apologize because she was, you know, disliking this girl and not believing her based off of what Apollo said. And I feel like that was stupid from the fucking beginning. You shouldn't have been doing that from the beginning because who the fuck is Apollo? I'm just saying, yeah, y'all cool and all of that, but a man is a man and we all know what Apollo was doing. So why would he not be a dog nigga? Why would you believe him over her in that situation? No, stop being fucking stupid. You saw so many occasions where you felt like Kenya was doing shit that was out of line, that added to your dislike with her. So I don't know what the fuck Candy talking about. But if she want to go apologize because of what she did, that's fine. But me personally, I never really paid attention to any of that shit they was talking about. They've been talking about it. It's been going on for 2 years. But I feel like everybody that's been watching has really been, if you pissed off at Kenya about this shit, it's because of the things that you saw on camera. Not because of the shit that happened off camera, supposedly. So Apollo and Peter meet up. And they talk about Phaedra and how back in the day she was coming to his, you know, project apartment where he was sleeping on the mattress with a fucking ankle bracelet on, you know, trying to get some because she really loved him. And Phaedra used to be down and how she gonna leave him in his time of need and all of this shit. And I'm like, see, the difference between back then and now is that you probably didn't dog her out on national television, cheat on her, like do illegal shit, and spend all the illegal money on strippers. Like, I'm just saying, you fucked up your relationship and now... Not just you, but the shit that you did definitely would make me not want to be there for you. What you talking about in your time of need like you going to the fucking hospital? Nigga, you going to jail for something that you did. You don't deserve sympathy from anybody. This is not a time of need for you. And I'm getting sick and tired of everybody walking around, you know, patting you on the back. You're doing all right. Nigga did something wrong and now he has to pay for that shit. Okay? Stop acting like he about to go to the hospital to get his kidney removed or some shit. Like, stop it. Anyway, Apollo explains that he lied about Kenya because she brought up those text messages trying to make Phaedra mad. So he took it, you know, he took it there and he lied even more because he was like, okay, you want to play that game, I'm going to play that game too. Now, the fact that you would even lie about that and not even being smart enough to realize that that was hurting your wife, so you perpetuating that hurt your wife even more, and she was 8 months pregnant. You want me to understand why in her time of need you doing this dumb shit? Seriously, Apollo? Seriously, Apollo? You're fucked. I don't know how many times I can say that you mentally retarded, son. Like, for real. You are stupid. So stupid. I don't understand how a grown-ass man with 2 children cannot realize his own fault. Like, nigga, you going to jail. Nigga, you was flirting with her. You hurt your wife, and now you expecting her to push all of that aside and be there for you because you going to jail for 8 years. Boy, bye. Go your ass to jail. Candy goes to a kickboxing class with Kenya. And they talk about the other ladies and how they still don't believe that Apollo was lying. And she gets upset, y'all. She gets really upset and she's crying. And she's like, those women are evil. I've done nothing to them. Da, 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 da. And Kenya, let me tell you something. In this moment, I did feel bad for you. Because for that moment, I was looking at you as a woman who everybody dislikes. And that must be very hard. But I also feel like in the same breath, you never take responsibility for your part in it. You will never say that you was flirting. You will never say that you may have been kind of leading Apollo in this direction. I'm sorry about my dogs, y'all. Can't control them right now. They outside making all that noise. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, I feel like Kenya will never apologize. Kenya will never take responsibility for her part in all of this fuck shit. And in that way, you will never truly get sympathy from anybody because you don't recognize your own fault in it. And that's why I get mad at her. Like, you want everybody to feel so sorry for you, but then you never say, I was wrong when I did this. So, you know, I take responsibility. I'm sorry for that. You know, if you would have went to Phaedra like, okay, I'm going to be real with you. When I first said all of that shit on the reunion, I was trying to piss you off. I was trying to hurt you, you know, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that I even led you to believe that something might have been going on with me and your husband, or he might have liked me because that was hurtful. So I'm sorry about that. If she would have apologized about that, I'm sure Phaedra would have felt the need to apologize for, you know, feeling how she felt and her husband was lying about it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel how Nene feels. I feel like how Phaedra feels. Like, bitch, be at the bottom of the to-do list. Because you're not really real with your shit either. But you want everybody to feel bad. And I'm sorry, I can't do it. I ain't got nothing for you, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. Flavor Flav. Alright. Sorry. Y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Once again, I'm so sorry, y'all, that this wasn't on my good camera. But, y'all, I'm on vacation. And I'm really on vacation. Like, I'm not even on my shit, like talking about it. But I will be, you know, putting out my little videos. Because we still got to make this money. And it's still, you know, it's still going on. And I don't want y'all to be like, damn, Bonnie, where the video is at? So, they're going to be out. And I'm probably going to do Love and Hip Hop just like this from my webcam. All, like, rinky-dink as fuck. But y'all will be okay because I love y'all. And y'all still get the gist. Talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.